there's a way to get stuff right now. Want to know what the best thing to do? Just show your mouth. By outperforming, we're changing our footprint to help make this bank happen.
All right, it's 9:30. Let's go ahead and start. Hey guys, welcome to summer school. This is English 10, Mount Sac Summer School 2020. My name is Mr. Covington. I will be teaching you guys this class. If you guys took summer school last year, you know that Mount Sac classes can be very fast. We've cut back the pacing a little bit this year because it was very fast. And because we're in a digital format, we want to make sure that we take that into account. And we know that the type of work output and performance is going to be the same, but we still expect you to meet when we're supposed to meet and participate in any assignments. Let's go over the syllabus first. Syllabus can be found in Teams. I'm in Teams right now. Under Files. And it's right here. So when I moved online, I took a lot of stuff out. I changed a couple of things around just to make it a little bit easier on us. And it's not opening. All right, let's take a look at this. Everybody see it? So here's the syllabus. Our class is 12-5-3-5. This is the first semester English 10. You can read that stuff. This is the important stuff right here. Mount Sac grading policy. Because your summer class is offered through Mount Sac, you receive a grade that will be recorded on a non-credit academic record through the college's computer system. Your grade will be recorded as a standard letter grade, A through F. Your school will also enter a grade for this class. And that will replace the one that is on your transcript. Drop policy. If you drop the class after it has been in session for more than 42 hours or more, you will be given a grade that takes into account incomplete work. If you drop the class before this point, I may request that your name be dropped from the class roster. If you're going to drop, do it early. 42 hours is about 7 days worth of work. So if you're going to drop, do it before 7 days. Course calendar. You're going to be reading one novel and one process paper. Other work will include writing, grammar instruction, submission of several papers, a project based on the novel work, and quizzes and tests on the above material. Below is a sketch. Because of the online nature of the course, students will be paced by the week instead of daily. There'll be a daily lesson where students are required to view, but the order in which you complete your work is totally up to you. All work is due Friday by 3 p.m. Late work will be assessed a penalty. Some work will not be accepted late, and I'll make that clear as it is assigned. Group work will be essential to your passing the class. We will need to meet in groups daily. All group work is to be done in the Teams environment, in the class tab during class time. You'll be getting credit, and I will drop into the meetings from time to time to check on progress. If I cannot get into the meetings, you get no credit for the day. Semester 1, Week 1, you're going to be starting Night by Eli Wiesel. I know some of you read it as freshmen. We're going to take a deeper dive in it as sophomores. There's going to be chapter worksheets, character sketches for each major character. Poetry, Intro to Poetry, A Study Reading Habits, The Fish, The Widow's Lament in Springtime. These are some of the ones we might read. Depending on how the work is going and how much time you guys have, I might cut back on one or two of those. Short stories, Most Dangerous Game, Contents of the Dead Man's Pocket, and The Monkey's Paw. I have 2 of these, I think, in the folder already. We'll see about what's going on. Vocab development, we'll talk about vocab development in a minute, but you're going to have a Unit 1 test, and it'll be at the end of the week. Essay prompts, we'll see if I do one. It's just online. It's really, really hard to get essays done. Week 2, more night, more chapter sketches, more character worksheets. There's going to be a book test. That date has changed. I'll let you know when it is. It's 20 multiple choice and 2 essay. Poetry, there's some of the poetry we're going to do. Some of the short stories we might hit. I think I might only do one. and then vocab unit 2. Last one, we have a project that is going to be due. You're not going to present it like in teams like this. You're just going to turn it in. There's going to be a poetry test on a couple of different terms, Soapstone and Diddle's poetry analysis method. So we're going to go over how to do that. These will be part of my lectures that I come in at 9 and do. And then short story characterization workshop, Lineagen versus the Ants, and the Mask of the Red Death. Questions so far? All right, grading policy procedure. Exams test 50%, classwork 35, final exam 15. That's dictated by Mount SAC. Grades will be cumulative for each semester. 90 to 100's an A. You guys are used to that. So guidelines here: attend class when in session, be present when in class. Do not use class time to socialize. Class time to be used to work on English. Mics on mute unless directed, and then no cheating, copying other works, or chatting during exams. That's the honor system right there. I can't really control that, but I'll be able to tell from your work whether or not it actually is happening. I have to put these two in here: sexual harassment policy for Mount SAC and academic honesty policy for Bassett. So if you cheat, you get an F. Further disciplinary action may be taken. And normally what happens is if you cheat during summer school, you just get tossed. So don't waste your time, or don't waste mine. Tentative lecture schedule. Syllabus and expectations, that's what we're doing right now. You're going to be doing some night background and history work. I'm going to drop in a video for you to watch on night, the background. And then we're going to establish your groups sometime today. I'm also going to be explaining your vocab. Tuesday is poetry, setting and tone, what they mean to the poem. Wednesday will be a brief contents of the Dead Man's Pocket. Setting, why the setting in this is key, especially the time period. Thursday, diction and pacing, what's enjambment. And then Friday, poetry assessment on tone. And then you have vocab assessment on quizzes. Like I said, most of the stuff you're going to be doing is going to be done at the end of the day. I mean, just do it at the end of the week, not the end of the day. So keep that in mind. All right, all that is right there in the Files tab. Next thing we're going to go over is vocab development. You guys might have done these books as sophomores. We're just going to be going over the words. I dropped this link in there right now, so if you click the link in your assignment, it's going to take you to this page. Now, these are the words right here on this side of the page that you will be learning. Each one of these is designed to get you to learn these words. So if you want to learn definitions, it'll take you through a little quiz. It'll say the word gape most nearly means. You just pick the right one. Correct. And it'll move you through all the words. Doesn't matter what you get on these. I just want you to be doing the exercises. For every exercise that you do and you complete, let me quickly go through one. Wow, that took me a long time to learn that one. All right, tentative mostly means. I'm just clicking. Once you finish it, it will have a place to enter my email and your name. Your name's going to be at the top. My email is going to be at the bottom. For each one of these that you submit to me at the end of your assignment, I'm going to give you 5 points toward your quiz at the end of the week. So if you do 10 of these and send them in, you automatically get an A on your quiz at the end of the week. Okay? My job here is to make sure you know these words, not that I'm catching you and say, ha, you didn't know what unkempt meant. You're bad. No, that's not it. We're just trying to learn words here. So if you do 2 a day, learning definitions, reverse definitions, sentences, synonyms, if you do 10, you get an A on your test. It's not that hard. And each of these assignments usually takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It's not that horrible. All right, let's take a look at one more thing. That's vocab workshop. All of your stuff within Teams is going to be due here. So these are my teams showing up right here. You'll have almost the same. Yours might look a little different. So if I switch view here, you might have a grid list instead, and yours might look like this. Either way, it's the same thing. Once I get into the actual team, when we're meeting, there's a little camera right here. That means, hey, somebody's meeting. You can have as many meetings going on in the general tab as you want, but that's kind of crazy. What I'm going to do once you establish your novel groups is I'm going to make a channel just for your novel group, and I'm going to call it novel group 1, novel group 2. Only you will be able to get into your novel group because you're going to be assigned to it. And then when you start meeting with your novels, I'm going to see a little video like this. And just like this one says join right here, I'm going to be able to hop in and say, hey guys, what's going on? Do you need any help? Do you have any questions for me? And if you say, nope, we're all good, great. Have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I pop out. If you have questions, this will be a great time to do it. We have to meet in teams though, because that's the only way I can go ahead and jump in and ask if you guys need help. It's important that I do that too, because we need a minimum of 3 hours online for this class to count a day. So some of that's going to be like this. I'm talking to you right now. But a lot of it is going to be you working within your team or within your novel group to get that work done. Okay. Those will be set up once we pick how we're doing our groups. Next thing, let's look at assignments. My assignments is going to look a little bit different than yours, but these are the assignments that I have done so far. I have night pre-reading, that's due tomorrow. Poetry, vocab unit 1, poetry 1, short story 1, monkey's paw, that's short story 2. And then this one will be next week. But these are out right now. Remember, we have 5 days to do these in. Pace yourself. Just get them done by the end of the week. I'm going to also drop in the questions for night that you'll be answering in your novel groups. So those will also be in here. To do one of these, here's my night pre-reading. I'm just going to click on it. And this is your view. Please answer the following questions before we start reading. All you got to do is click on the Word doc. It will open up, and this is where you just click in and start typing. You're going to edit it, and you're going to start typing in the boxes. All of these are editable by you, so that you don't have to worry about it. So, revenge is a justifiable emotion. This is the statement. Do I agree or disagree? Agree because I can't type. All right, I disagree because, and then I continue to answer the question. Once you're done, all you have to do is close it, and it will actually save your work right here in Teams. You don't have to send it. You don't have to save it. It's automatically online saving it. Once you're done with your assignment, let me see if it'll actually close. Once you're done with your assignment, there's a button right here for you that says turn in. Just turn it in. That's how I know you're done. That's how I know it's my time to grade it. And if you turn it in before the due date on Friday, great. Okay. This one is actually due tomorrow because I want you to do it before you read. This is the only thing due tomorrow. So hopefully you'll be able to get in there and get it done. All right. If you guys have any questions while I'm going, just use the chat feature during this and I will answer. Let's see. What else do I have to go over? Posts, files, general tab, vocab. Oh, last thing. I'm going to drop it in the conversation right now. Group work. How do you want to do it? Do you want to do it all together? Do you want teacher to assign it, which means I basically randomize your groups? Do you want to create your groups? Does it not matter to you? I need a vote because I need to know how I'm going to do this. If most of you say, I'm going to choose my own group, it's got to be 4 people. Anybody who doesn't have 4 people, I'm just going to throw people randomly in there until you have 4. So if you want to make your own group, know that. Okay, I'm going to drop this into the conversation. Go ahead and click on that when you get a chance. If you want to click on it, just go back to the Teams button right here. while you're in the video, and you'll be able to do it. It'll minimize your video up in the top corner. I'll view those today as we go on. Hopefully we'll get enough responses where I can actually start making groups. Let's see, what else? Anything else for right now? If you have any questions with me at any time, just go up to this chat feature, start typing my name. It's T. Covington. And you can open up a chat with me. I can go ahead and answer questions there. If you don't want to chat, we can email as well. I will be monitoring my Teams a lot. I have it on my phone, so even if I'm not sitting directly in front of my computer, I could probably answer questions. My goal is for nobody to fail this class. I'm going to make it so that you can get your work done, so that you can spend time doing this quickly and then move on with your day. We shouldn't have more than an hour or two of work a day, and that's including the things that I give you and your novel work. I do have a small calendar on novel pacing. I'll put that in after I make the groups. Oh, one more thing. Okay. I'll put it in after I make the groups because that's when it needs to get done. I'm going to look at, I have a guide for group work in here. And I will go over that with you right now. All right. Last thing before we get moving. Novel groups. Every novel group will have roles and responsibilities. So you'll have a facilitator. The facilitator is the person that starts your team meeting. I'll show you how to do that right now. It's not very hard. But they're the ones who, at the arranged time, will start the meetings. They set out the work for the day. So, hey guys, we need to read chapter 1, and we have 8 questions to answer. Let's make sure we get that done. Note takers. They review the questions for the chapter and takes notes while reading. Everybody's going to be doing this because we're all going to be contributing together, but it's while we're all reading together, it's the note taker's job to kind of keep those questions in mind. Maybe write down the page or the section, highlight the answer. That'd be perfect. The scribe. Scribes are responsible for typing the answers in the answer document. Now, you can change these by week. I don't care. We're really going to get about 10 meetings in novel groups before we're done. So however you want to, as a group, assign roles, that's fine. I'm just going to need to know what they are. Group work needs to be uploaded to the files portion of the group for credit to be given. Only one document per group, and you will all receive the same grade for work done because it is implied you worked on the assignment together. Okay, so what that's going to look like is this. Here's this English 10 Mount Sac. I'm going to make a new channel right now. It's going to be Novel Group 1. And it's going to be private. Next. So once you're in this novel group, the only people that can go in it are these students and me as the teacher. I'm just going to skip that for now, and here's Novel Group 1. In Novel Group 1, you guys can have as much of a conversation here as you want. I don't care. The important piece is files. So in Novel Group 1, when you do your answers and I say upload them, this is where I want you to upload them to. This file area right here. So I go to File, I hit Upload. It's going to be a file, and I upload the answer document right here. Most of the time that's going to be a doc. All you have to do is type in, I don't need the questions. I already have the questions. Give me the name of the people that are in there, and then just start answering. Chapter 1, question 1. Here's the answer. Question 2. Okay? You're just going to upload the doc right here. I'll finish making the novel groups once we're done with this, and once I see 8 responses, good. Let's keep those responses coming. I plan to have your novel group set out by tomorrow, so even if people aren't in here, they can watch the recording later and get that. Any questions before we get out of here? It's going to be pretty short today. I know I have a couple of assignments already there for you if you want to go ahead and take a look at those. Once again, to complete the assignments, go to your assignments tab or your calendar. Find the actual assignment that you want to do. Let's look. They're all due June 12th, except for this one. It's next week. Let's look real quick at this poetry one, just so I can get it over with. So the poem is at the link. When you click on the link, it's going to open the poem in another page. This one's pretty short. Read the poem. Read the poem again. Come back. Open your template. Okay. Oh, that might not be the one that I want. All right, that's okay. I'm going to upload the other one to it. I'll attach it so it's there. But it's who's the speaker, what's the occasion, who are they talking to, who's their audience, what's the purpose of the poem, does it have a purpose? Sometimes poems don't have a purpose, sometimes they do. What's the major subject, and then the tone. If you don't know any of these, I'll upload a doc that explains what each one of these are in detail so that there are no questions. But it's just 2 to 3 sentences. Who's the speaker? You're going to write that down. So for this poem, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 to 15 sentences and you're done. It's not that hard. This is a fairly easy poem as well. Like I said, it's maybe only 15 lines and no complex diction or grammar. So you should be able to get through that pretty easy. I'm going to upload the soapstone explanation into the files. It'll be right under this syllabus right here. Sorry, that was my mistake. Any other questions or concerns or comments before I let us go? You can unmute yourself and say them out loud, or if you don't want to do that, you can also put it in the chat so I can get those answered. I will be online almost all day today, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If questions come up during the work, I'm here to help. We're going to be going a little bit over the beginning of night tomorrow, and then we'll be doing a lot on poetry just to go through that soapstone a little more in depth than we did right now. But if we don't have any questions, I'm going to let you guys go. Let's get to work on our assignments. I'm going to drop the recording of this in the conversation. Go ahead and take that form too, and then we'll come back tomorrow and spend some time getting ready for our novel groups. If we have an assignment determined, how much time would you accept a late assignment? We're only doing 5 to 7 assignments a week, so maybe Monday or Tuesday of the next week. I have to grade them all, and it gets really fast, so probably about 1 or 2 days. Like I said, everything's due on Friday, so pace yourself during the week. If you're having problems with anything, if you don't understand, if something comes up, let me know. The more that we dialogue together about stuff like that, the more I can work with you on getting stuff done. My goal, like I said, let's get everybody to pass. Any other questions before we go? All right, I'm going to drop the recording of the Loom into the conversation. Have a great day, guys. Get your work done, and please go answer that form so that we can go ahead and get those groups situated. Have a good day, guys.